Hi everyone, Lucretia here. Today's video is about indecision, decision making, and that kind of ties in with procrastination as well. And the reason I'm bringing this up today is that yesterday I had a conversation with a lovely woman in a work context, and she was saying that she had a lot of trouble making decisions. And of course, out of my mouth flew the words, "Oh, and I suppose you're a Libran too, right?" And she said, "Yes, I am. And that's why, I have so much difficulty making these decisions." And I turned around and I said, "Well, I'm a Libran too, but I hit that stuff on the head years ago." And then I left it at that because I didn't really know her very well, so it wasn't appropriate for me to say anything else. But I can say more here. So I thought I'd do a video about it. Now, it's really true. I am born under the Libran star sign. And for the first 2-3 decades of my life, I could often be very indecisive, particularly in a personal context. So in a business context, I might be quite good at making decisions, but when it came to my own personal life, what I should do with my money, where I should go, what, career path, all those different types of things, I would often be really indecisive. And the way that would then turn out for me is then I would subsequently seek everyone else's advice on what I should do. And you know what? When my marriage started to go downhill, and I was actually being really forced to question who I was, I still repeated that pattern. I was running around asking every single person what they thought I should do. And the reason is because I wasn't willing to listen to myself, and I did not trust myself at all. And this was about 30 years of age. I just did not trust myself at all. And I have been indecisive my whole life. Now, was that because I was a Libran? I am a Libran? Well, Librans are prone to balancing things up before they make a decision. They want to make the right decision. But that doesn't necessarily mean, or I don't believe, that you need to be indecisive, because making good decisions comes from knowing yourself, and from trusting yourself, and from tuning in to your inner voice, and being really honest with yourself too about what it is that you really need and what it is that you really desire and want to create, etc. in your life. But unfortunately, for the first 30 or so years of my life, I wasn't good at that because I didn't trust myself. And I was constantly judging myself and thinking, well, if I make this decision, then this will upset this person, or what will they think? Or what, that person knows more than me. I'll listen to them. What do they think I should do? They're much more sensible than me. My God, I was just caught up in this absolute whirlpool anytime I needed to make a major decision in my life, or even just something that was significant to me. And part of that too was that I really devalued myself. I didn't value what was important to me, and I actually thought that other people's priorities were more targeted than me, were more important, were more in alignment. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And so when I was talking to this woman yesterday about her being indecisive, and she was saying she was a Libran, I was just thinking to myself, oh my God, it's got nothing to do with that. That is not why you're indecisive. You're indecisive because you don't trust yourself. You're indecisive because you've never given yourself permission to listen to your inner voice. And it may even be, wherever you are listening to this video or watching this video, that you don't even know how to begin to listen to your inner voice. Perhaps you've lost connection with it. Over the years, you've just found yourself around people who've bullied you, made you feel small, and when you've actually expressed what you really truly want, they've dismissed it like it's unimportant. That absolutely happens. And if you've got a soft heart, particularly, you know, if you're energetically sensitive, then that stuff might have really beaten you down. And so you just start to make decisions by asking everyone else their opinion. And then when you get a consensus from outside of yourself, then you make the choice. But the thing is, that's never actually going to make you happy. Trust me, it really won't. And what happened for me when I was around 30 is that the universe started to give me some really seriously big kicks up the backside to make me start to listen to what actually was really important to me, to start to listen to actually what I really needed instead of looking outside myself all the time. And the thing is, we're trained culturally to seek our answers outside of ourselves. You know, your parents know more than you, your teachers know more than you. Because to trust yourself, for some people, is quite revolutionary. Because that also involves trusting your intuition, right? So just do a check-in with yourself is my recommendation. The next time you need to make a decision about something, first of all, catch yourself when you start to go outside asking everyone else what you think you should do. Because awareness is always the first step towards changing behavior. Always. So catch yourself. Ask yourself the question, I've got to make this decision. What am I doing? How am I making that decision for me? Am I making that decision by doing a poll or a survey of all these other people in my life that I know, or even the bus driver or the Uber driver or my neighbor or my best friend? Am I going out there and asking everyone else what they think I should do? And if you catch yourself doing that, I want to suggest that recognize it, have the awareness, and then come back into you and get real with yourself about what it is that you really want. Get real with yourself about what actually is going to make you happy. Not your husband, not your parents, not your teacher, not your mentor, not your best friend, not your boss. Get real with yourself about what is actually truly going to make you happy. Tune in to your inner voice, because you know, we've all got it. We all have intuition, okay? Mine is quite well developed. I'm psychic. But there are people all along different points of the intuitive continuum, which is what I call it. And it may well be that you're right at the start. Maybe this is actually your first ever attempt to tune in to you. And if it is, welcome, congratulations, you're taking the first step towards stepping in to your calling, towards stepping into what's going to make you happy, towards stepping into the life that you actually are here to live. Welcome. So how can you even do this? How can you even tune in if you've forgotten how? Well, the first thing I'd suggest is that you make some quiet time to just be by yourself without distractions. Go somewhere where you feel comfortable. You know, it might be that you like to go into the garden, your bedroom if you're in a share house, a cafe that you really love, the beach, wherever it is. Go to that place and take a notebook with you. And just focus on the decision and then start writing down what comes up to you. It might be words or phrases or colours or symbols. Write down whatever it is. Just see what bubbles up. Be open to it. Ask yourself, what do I want here? What do I want? And then just write it. Whatever comes up. And in doing so, you're actually tapping into your inner voice. And I tell you another thing is, once you start doing this, you will do it more and more and more and more. Because I have to tell you that these days, I will still seek guidance, absolutely. If I feel like I need a bit of advice on how to go about something, if I feel like I need a bit more information, I will absolutely go and seek that out from somebody who I feel can give me that advice or guidance. But even then, I'll still take that and I'll sit with it and go, okay, does that feel right for me? Does that resonate for me? And if it doesn't, no matter how much of an expert that person might be, I will park it. And I'll come back into myself and go, okay, what is it that I need? What is it that I want? What is it that I desire here? Because it's all about checking back in with you, right? That's what this stuff is about. Intuition, it's all about checking back in with yourself. Because you have the answers about what is best for you. Get information from outside, but come back into you. And the more you do it, the less you need to go out and conduct a survey every time you need to make a decision, because you are on a path of self-trust. You're trusting yourself more and more because you are tuning into what is best for you. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. If you want to know more about how to tune into your intuition and clear out any energetic blocks that are getting in the way of you doing that, or what your divine calling is, I'm going to put a link underneath this video, and it's for a program I run called Rock Your Inner Channel. And in that, it's a 3-month one-on-one intensive where I actually do take you through that process. We work really closely to identify your energetic blocks, to clear those, and I bring in a beautiful healer to help you do that. And then we look at different ways that you can connect in the best way for you to your intuition, how to even do that. And there's lots of different strategies that you can use, and I can give you lots of tools. And then for the 3rd month, we actually work out what your divine calling is. And then we get super, super crystal clear on what the next steps are for you. If that sounds like something you're interested in, check out the link and get in touch with me. And you may also like to join my private Facebook group. It's called Rock Your Inner Channel. I put all of my videos there, and I also answer questions, so you can ask me questions there as well, and I'm happy to answer them in the group. So, wherever you are, the next time you need to make a decision, try trusting yourself a little more. Try checking in with yourself. And always know that at the end of the day, you actually know within you what the right path is for you. Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.